What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I decided to make two more investments into my dividend portfolio while the markets are at reasonable prices. We saw a lot of things in my portfolio take a little bit of a hit in the beginning of this year and even at the end of last year. When we look at my full year total, things are looking good, right? However, you have to understand that there are going to be ebbs and flows to the market. There is going to be peaks and valleys to the market, meaning that one year you might see a 10% increase. The next year, you might see a 5 or 6 or 7% decrease. And that's perfectly fine, right? On average, what I expect to see is somewhere around that 5 to 10% gain overall. Would love to see it. Obviously, with a lot of the things that I'm invested into, the average is a lot higher than that. We can be looking at 10 to 12%. We could be looking at even higher than that in some positions. But that's not my expectation. I just want to see some growth. I want to see some consistent dividends. As I'm putting my money somewhere, I just don't want to see it fall overall, right? In 5 years, I would like to see a gain as well as the consistent dividends that are paid out. So, with that being said, I did make some investments while things are hitting lower lows for my portfolio, at least. And I'm going to take you through what I decided to buy and why I decided to buy those things. So make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links down below. It does help out the channel. You can check out my link for Robinhood, my link for crypto.com or Webull or anything that's there if you want to get your journey started in dividend investing. But if we look at my portfolio and where it stands, it's currently at $141,743.14. I believe in the last video that I talked about, investing, I think I was somewhere around the 35 plus thousand. I can't remember exactly where I was at. I did make a sizable or multiple sizable investments into plays. Now, if we look at this portfolio and where things have gone in the last week, it is down $1,343, which is a lot. In the last month, it's down $4,186. In the last 3 months, it's down $6,089.45 or 4%. And year to date, we're down about $660, right? Because we've seen some major downward movement. In the last year, we're still up about $5,000 overall, which is still great. I would love to be back up here, which would be $150,000, but we're perfectly fine where we are right now and seeing this consistent movement. We're going to see peaks, we're going to see valleys, and when we see those valleys, we need to find a way to capitalize on that opportunity. Now, if you don't know, I think a while ago I made a video talking about investing into Nike when it was around $70-ish. It was like $73. And I thought, yeah, this is a steal. For the long term, we're going to see this skyrocket. We're going to see it worth a lot more. I mean, it's Nike, right? You're not going to see Nike go out of business, and you're going to see them do nothing but add on athletes, whether that's in the WNBA or the NBA or NFL or golf or wherever, right? So I invested a little bit into that, but I also said that if we would find another opportunity, I would continue to invest into it because it is a dividend play. Not a strong dividend play, but it is something that's a growth as well as dividend play, which is something I wanted to add to the portfolio. Typically, what I'm adding is a lot of ETFs that have more consistent growth than anything, and that creates for stability, a lot of stability. However, a lot of these ETFs really haven't been going the way that I hoped. It's been the broader market that's been kind of falling quite a bit. So I made two investments. I decided to throw a decent amount of money into first Nike. So let me go to my equity that I have in there. First, I decided to put some more money into Nike. As you see, Nike, I now have $7,240 invested in this, and I have a total of 101, almost 102 shares of Nike. Why did I decide to buy Nike? So Nike's current price is sitting around $71. My average price is $73.55. I'm down $258. As this continues to see lower lows, lower levels, I want to continue to buy more because, again, it is a dividend play. Again, not a strong one, 2%, but it is something that has a lot of growth to come from it. And I talked about this in a previous video as well, why I would be maybe thinking about buying Nike again is because of the growth potential within it over, the next 10 to 20 years, right? As well as being able to capture dividends as time goes on while seeing that 2%, maybe stay at the level of 2% while seeing Nike's price rise quite a bit. So I decided to put that in there. And I currently have, again, $7,240, which I believe what I invested to begin with was about $3,000. So I added another 4,000-ish dollars into it to get me up to 100 total shares there. Now, again, where I purchased at, it was at like $73 again. So my average is around the same place that I was before. I could purchase more right now if I wanted to, but that's not really in the cards right now at this immediate moment. Now, I did make another purchase into my portfolio, which is another decent dividend play as well as a growth play. I wanted to buy Target. I wanted to buy Target way back when Target was at like tens of dollars. It was at like, I believe, $17 or $20 or something like that when the credit card issue happened, where they had a lot of their credit card information taken. People were selling Target like crazy. I wanted to buy then, but I was in college at that time. So I didn't really have a lot of money, and I didn't want to risk that money. And if I would have made a lot of money on top of that, multiple thousands that I wanted to put in there. So I decided to do that. Target offers a little bit more of a reasonable dividend when it comes to a dividend portfolio. I want to have an average of about 3%. So seeing it at 3.2%, my overall average when I look at it is around that 3% mark when I look at my dividend tracker. Now, how much did I invest? I invested about $3,000 into it. I'm currently up $32 on it, so I invested $3,000 flat, which gave me 21 or almost 22 shares at a price of $137.25. So these are two plays that I put in here: $3,000, $4,000, about $7,000 that I did add into my portfolio. So what's really the expectation within it? So if we bring over my dividend tracker sheet, you can see here I added Target, I added Nike. I already had Nike there, but my expectation is to receive about $39 per quarter from Nike, which is not crazy, but it is something. And then also $24 per quarter for Target. That should be great in the end, but it's nothing compared to some of the ones that are per month and some of the ones that are per quarter, like Charles Schwab getting paid $324. But these two are growth positions as well as a reasonable dividend. It's not as strong as a dividend as you could see over here with like JP Morgan, equity premium income, right? You're looking at 7% or 5% elsewhere, 3 or almost 4% in other places. But it is still giving you a dividend as well as being able to have that major growth compared to something like a SCHD or an SPHD or SPYD or whatever, right? So that's really my plan. That's what I decided to do. I took $7,000, I put it into Nike, I put it into Target, and I'm going to consistently add more, not only into these plays. If they go lower, like if Nike goes down below 70, of course it would make sense to purchase more of it. And it makes sense that I'm wearing Nike right now, which I just noticed that I was as I'm talking about Nike. Nothing from Target that's on me though. Maybe I should have done that, but I didn't even think it through. So anyways, I want to know what you guys think about this purchase. Is this a good purchase? No matter what you say, I will have my own strategy and I will stick to my strategy. So don't feel like if you say something, you're changing my opinion. You're not, right? These are my opinions. These are my strategies. And I've grown to love the way that I invest. I take in some information and see what people are investing into, but I invest into what I want to invest. And I suggest that you guys do the same. Anyways, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. There's my dividend portfolio right now. Also, again, check out the links down below for Robinhood, Webull, Crypto.com, all of those different things that help out the channel in a big way. But like I said, I'm going to get out of here. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.